Is Raphinha the most informed winger right now? My answer, yes. Right, Raphinha has been going absolutely crazy these last couple of weeks. Ever since the last international break, which was a month ago, right? He has been just in insane form, right? Ending the last international break, him versus Peru here, he had 2 goals against Peru, right? Then he go in back into Spain with Barcelona. He gets an assist versus Sevilla, right? They kind of dominate the game, right? Then you Champions League play Bayern, gets a hat trick. Then Real Madrid, obviously they dominated the game. He got a goal and an assist in the Clásico. Goes to Espanyol, right? Gets a goal there. Plays another Champions League game, right? Gets a goal and assist again, right? Then they have a rough game against Real Sociedad. If you watch the game, you know, like obviously the ref that was there that was refereeing that game. He is also part of Barcelona's last loss, which is kind of crazy, kind of like some conspiracy about that, but or some controversy about that, but it's still like they I felt like they kind of deserved a loss because they weren't really playing that well, if I'm remembering right, of that game. But yeah, just a lot of controversy for that game. Yeah, they had almost the same shots, right? But a lot more possession. I mean, that's how Barcelona play, right? I think they just couldn't get their shots on target, and they couldn't obviously score a goal. But then today against Venezuela, back in the international window, today versus Venezuela, he scores a goal, right, which was a wonder free kick, right. I was expecting Vinny to take the shot, but we'll watch it here. It was just in absolutely insane, for a free kick. Oh my gosh, at Venezuela too. Obviously it's a lot harder to play away from home, right? And especially in the South American league and the South America teams, right? It's a lot harder to play when you're traveling to these nations because a lot of their stadiums just aren't that good. But this Venezuela team had a lot of hype around it, right? Because um, Herrera, someone that's in Spain, right, has been absolutely dominating, right? Was absolutely dominating last season, so everyone was expecting him to go into this Venezuela team, and I mean, last year he did go into this Venezuela team and was just controlling everything, right? Had a lot of was playing beautiful football, and so Venezuela were kind of like the team that were going to like a dark horse for the last Gold Cup, and obviously they tied Brazil today at home, right? They had a red card. I mean, a couple minutes, right, for with one player down, but yeah, Brazil's not something to joke around with. The Brazil team here is, I mean, almost exactly the starters. I don't know who this is. Um, yeah, but like almost everyone on here is their starters, right? Maybe a couple players, maybe a couple, like half and half probably, for starters and substitutes, right? I don't think Savinho should be starting over Gabriel, but Savinho has been in good form, right? So that's probably why they started him. Same with Raphinha. Obviously, he's been in great form. He's like their star player now, right? With Neymar being out with injuries and stuff like that. Then you have Gabriel and Marquinhos, which is super nice duo. But if I'm being honest, uh, Rafinha has been in such incredible form. He is so much fun to watch, and he's still so, I mean, relatively young, right? For him to reach his like almost his peak now. Like if he peaks now, he could peak for the next like 2 3 years, right? Where he's just constantly like scoring, constantly having assists, just being that person that you have to watch every single game. It'd be great to see him kind of take over the reins for Neymar, someone that's him, Vinny, Rodrigo, right? They could do something at Barcelona, which would be, or at Brazil, which would be absolutely insane to see again, right? Because Brazil lately have just been that team that anyone can almost not beat, but anyone can get a result off of them. And for them, like if they want Brazil to ever be back, right, they have to control the games like how they have been lately. This game coming up will be really interesting to see how Brazil do against here or here against Uruguay, because Uruguay is a team that you don't you it's another team that like they have the potential to be so good. Their squad is there, right? Though they're missing a couple like positions, but they're there, right? Obviously we have Jimenez, who is been he's been at one of Atletico for a while now, who has been obviously in the Spain league, who has been up there performing day in day out, right? Their new goalie, Israel, who just went to Sporting, right? He has been absolutely sensational at Sporting, right? You see the things that Sporting are doing. They have been absolutely insane, right? Four they're undefeated this so far this season. And he is a big reason for that, right? But yeah, going back to Brazil, this game would be so interesting to see how Raphinha, yeah, if he can keep that form, right, that he's in, right, scoring or assisting a game every single game for 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 today, right? He missed the Real Sociedad, so not in a row, right? But eight games he has in 8 games, he has 8 goals. That's crazy. Or not 8 goals, sorry, 7 goals, and then 3 assists. Right? That's crazy. Crazy stats, right, from Rafinha there. He is absolutely out of this world. I think he is the best winger right now. If One thing that I like to bet a lot on is anytime goal scorers, and now Rafinha lately has been one of my go-tos for parlays, right? Anytime that he's playing with like some other players, like I look for him to be that like free leg in my parlay, right? Or even like a straight bet on Rafinha to score an assist, because it's almost guaranteed, right? These last 8 games, it's been guaranteed for him to score or assist. And yeah, if he continues this form, I think Barcelona and Brazil have that next Neymar, right? Someone that they can look to kind of dictate the game, right? Almost like, yeah, almost exactly what Neymar did, right? Someone to fill his shoes, someone that can step up when times are needed, but also like isn't selfish, right? Will give the assist, right, just to just win the game. I think he is a phenomenal captain for Barcelona. I think he'll easily be the captain for Brazil, if not already. I would like to see who was the captain, right? I would assume it was him, but it doesn't even say. I'm betting it was him, right? I didn't watch the game. We can go back to the. He's not wearing the captain armband, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure who it was. But I guarantee you, he's one of those people that are in the locker room that you look at and you're like, hey, I respect you. I'll listen to what you say. Like I gotta try to impress you, because he's someone that has a lot of influence on that team, I would say. Um, yeah, what a phenomenal player that Rafinha is turning into, right? Obviously him coming from Leeds to Barcelona, you expected a lot, and I mean you see why, right? You finally getting what he is you're finally getting the his worth, right, at Barcelona. So I'd like to see him continue this form. I think he's a phenomenal player. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Rafinha. Let me know who you think can compete with Rafinha for that top winger in the world right now. I think there's only a couple options, right? Maybe Pulisic, maybe like Pulisic, maybe like Vinny. There's some other names, but Yamal, right? But those are like the top wingers that have been just performing day in and day out this season. But let me know in the comments who you guys think can compete with Rafinha right now for that top winger, right? Obviously, this is just in my opinion, and let me know if you guys like this content, want to see more of this content. Um, yeah, so that's it for today. Peace.